The following video you're about to watch is not a tutorial. I'm making a png-Tuber. Or better said, I already made a png-Tuber because I'm already done. Hi, my name is Rattenbeast and you can call me Rat. And to this point, I did not have a png-Tuber because I started with a Veadotube model, this one right here. And ever since then, we have gotten more and more models to, well, serious models, and to models which I just named joke models. The serious models I made myself in Blender. They are the chibi model and the new full body model, but under the serious models I prefer to use the Veadotube model most of the times. And then we have the joke models, which are models I did on stream, and they're not really humanoid models. The first one being the absolute favorite, I don't have any favorites, is the pumpkin model, and the toast model, which is the newest edition. With all of those models, you might question yourself, why do you want to make a PNG model then? Well, because first of all, a PNG model is quite useful, and because it's summer. All of those models are 3D models. And well, they can have a very giant load on your CPU and PC. And even though I do not consider my PC a weak PC, I still want to obviously keep all of my parts alive. So I decided to make a PNG model on stream to use over the summer. In a minute or so I'll be switching to the time-lapse and the voiceover, if I can figure out how to do the voiceover, because it's the first time I'm doing it. And that time-lapse will be of my stream mods that I've collected where I made the PNG model. Not everything of the PNG model, especially the last bits of making the eyes and the mouth, are not really in that because it got too hot too fast and I decided I needed the model done now, so I sped run the rest of the model. Okay, so in the background we have the time-lapse of my VODs. The art app that I'm using is Krita because of the mirroring tool. The app that I'll be using to make my png-Tuber react is Veadotube Mini. In terms of layers, I have three kind of categories. The base, which is without the eyes and the mouth. Then I have eyes open, eyes closed, mouth open, and mouth closed. I'll be showing the exact things in a second by going into Krita and showing it visually. The time-lapse didn't record everything because, like I said, I did the rest, so the eyes and the mouths upstream. I'll quickly show you the layers. So we have the generally base, which is, well, the base. And in terms of layers, we have one group layer, which is essentially this base layer with some shading. So the shading you can see down here, slightly on the arms when I switch them on and off, and slight glow up here, like a green glow. We have the band of the headphones because I'm lazy and I can't do a circle by hand, so we just use the circle tool for that. Same thing goes for the halo up here. So that's the base. Then I just named this eyes, even though it's specific. It's the eyes open. And this has multiple things because this were the original eyes and I didn't like the color because it didn't match with the rest. I had already rendered most of them. And so I just used a filter layer of an HSV or an HSL adjustment to adjust the colors. But here we just have the lashes and the actual irises. And I'm gonna need to hide them because the next one is just eyes closed. I just basically stole the lashes from the lash open, from the eyes, and I adjusted them and then fixed some stuff in the drawing part. And then we have a mouth, which was just the mouth closed, which also has the nose in it because I forgot that I needed a nose. And then we have the mouth open with also the nose. Okay, so we're in Veadotube right now. You can see it right here. And your background might not be transparent yet, but we're gonna get there because I already set everything up. This is the default model. That's in there by default. And if we look over here, it's just like that. And as you can see, you have, in terms of images, you have closed mouth, open mouth, closed mouth blinking, open mouth blinking. If we go further on, you have some properties, which is the name and also how it looks while it kind of animates. So pixels, you can see the edges being very pixely. If we say smooth, it's slightly smoother. You can change in what intervals the model blinks and how long it blinks. And the effect, that's basically the effect that happens while we talk. You can have shaking, which is the default. We have vibing, which is just kind of, it's moving around. Back to shaking, and then shaking aggressively. Then you can do a custom. And obviously you can always change amounts. Shortcuts, I have no shortcuts. I also didn't look into them, so don't ask me. I don't know. As I said, this is not a tutorial. I'm just showing you how it's set up. Already have mine set up over here. I should probably rename that, but basically the image is put in. And onto your left, you have the microphone volume cutoff. So if you have loud fans, you probably want this to be higher. But it's one of those things where you just have to experiment. Then the delay, so how long is the difference between you starting to talk and ending to talk and the model moving. So if I put the delay like really low, the model keeps moving even if I don't talk anymore. So if I want to end it the moment that I stop talking, I move it up. Obviously settings, so what microphone you have selected, and then the display settings. So this is important for OBS or your basically your software wherever you're recording or streaming from. I have transparent. I can't do green screen, obvious reasons, and the rest I don't know. And in OBS I am just using a game capture with transparency enabled. Did this video turn out the way I wanted it to? No, unfortunately not. But at the end we still got a working png-Tuber. And I learned how to do a time lapse and voiceovers. So stuff was indeed learned. And I don't know how to end this video, so I just hope that it was helpful for you, even though it wasn't a tutorial, because I was not made to do a tutorial on this. I was just like, here's my process, here's what I did. You go have a good rest of the week, a good rest of day, night. I don't know when you're watching this, and goodbye.